Everyone, welcome to Bieber Academy Red Team series. In my last chapters, I was demonstrating the famous two red team tools like Atomic Red, GoFish, and Caldera. If you have not watched it, I would like to request you to watch it. I'll give the link in the description. In this chapter, I'm going to demonstrate the most famous tool called PowerShell Empire open source tool where I'll guide you through the setting up and executing how to do it, everything I'll be doing on it. Without further delay, let's get into the video. So I'm just I started offering some freelance services. So this is my website. I would just request you to go and check my website, thefedric.tech. I'll be giving in the link in the descriptions also. So I offer various services for small businesses and startup companies and individuals and those things over there. So these are my services like red team services, advisory services, and the security training and awareness I'm just providing. Even I am providing a sim support in case if you want to set up a sim environment, deployment and tuning of the product. I'm here to you can hire me and you can do it over there. And in case if you need investigations like digital forensics and stop cyber attack, or you want me to do a tabletop exercise on those things, I'm happy to do it. So just feel free to go through this services what I'm offering on it. And and also I'm just providing an individual services as well via topmate.io, so like a one-to-one mentorship and interview tips and preparations, resume review, mock interviews and career advice. You can go to this one and you can book your slot. So discovery calls always like 15 minutes is a free. Apart from that, you furthermore you are opting for the services, the charges you'll be there, so you can go and just feel free to it so that you can get the benefit of it over there. And also I'm just there are like a knowledge centers. I'm just providing a few articles over there, so I'm continue focusing on publishing a lot of content over there. So please feel to subscribe the newsletters and newsletters so that you will, when I'm posting any related contents, you will be seeing out over there. And also whenever you can reach out to me, and in case if you are you want me to act as a virtual SOC incident management team, I'm happy to do it over there, so that you can register, and so that whenever there is any cyber attacks or something else you want investigations, so you can reach out to me via things over there. So this is the services I'm just offering. I started, and please show your support, and probably you can share about my freelance website to your circles and support me in my freelance journey as well. Thank you. So this video is completely for education purpose. The intention is completely for just to know about this tool educationally. All my testings I'm just doing on my lab environment. Hacking without unauthorized permissions, it is a crime and illegal. So I would not suggest you or not recommended to do it over there. This video is completely for education purpose only. I'm not responsible if you misuse this content and use this content for illegal. I'm not responsible. This is completely I'm just doing for education purpose only. So let's go and see the tool PowerShell Empire. So PowerShell Empire is a notorious command and control C2 framework hacker used in real world cyber attack. It has been used to target large companies through phishing emails, public facing IT system exploits, and watering hole attack. It is also one of the most used open source C2 framework by penetration testers and red teamer. So before that, we will try to understand what is this PowerShell Empire. So PowerShell Empire is an open source post-exploitation framework that penetration tester and red team use to perform adversary emulations. It is designed to aid users in performing the post-exploit phases of an attack, where they must maintain control over compromised systems, perform lateral movement, elevate privileges, and exploit data. The framework focuses on targeting Windows environment using PowerShell scripting languages to automate the attack and execute the malicious command. PowerShell Empire has three main components. One is Empire Server, Empire Client, and a graphical interface over there. So this is all written in the Python and comprising the modules that are added different functionalities. But end of the day, the client is actually everything what you are just going to install the agent in the victim machines. It's all PowerShell scripts only. Okay, so let's go and start started to use this tool. First of all, this if suppose you are using any other Linux distros, you can go and try to install this using this command. If suppose you are using this tool in the Kali, it is already loaded, so you no need to worry about it. If you search for it, you can see the PowerShell Empire will be there on it. Okay, so now what I'll do is let me open a terminal. Let me create three terminals. One is in horizontal and one is in a vertical, because it's easy for me to do it over there. Okay, so in this one, first of all, we are going to start the server. So to start the server, sudo PowerShell -empire and server. Okay, so we need to start the server. Okay, so it's creating the database and it's going to launch sudo PowerShell -empire client, and it will prompt you for the password. So it's all good. Now it is started. Now if you see that client one more time. Okay, so now it is actually the connections are connecting back. So if you see that it is connected to the agent properly. So last time I mean something was not working fine, so I just restarted the server and everything. Now it is actually, if you see that it is connected properly without any error messages. Now we will try to do the same thing, use listener, and now I'm going to name this as a HTTP, enter it. So the listener is ready now. So now what I need to do is let me go to the option and see what are the other options are there. Okay, so let me enter. Okay, so if you see that, let me maximize it. So if you see that these are the options which is are there, like name of the listener and other things are, let me make it more visible on it. Okay, so let me run the option one more time. Okay, so if you see that it is all the options are showing on it. So here what I need to do is we have to change, only thing is the host address and what is the port number you want to do it. So that is what we have to do it, or if you need to change the name of this HTTP, we can do that as well. So now I'm going to show thing is, so for example, now I have to rename. This is basically it's coming on this my, it's going to use the target machine and it is going binded in the 80 of it. Okay, so now what I will do is let me go back and execute this one. So I'll just going with the default because this is my IP address and this is what it. So let me go back and execute and see what is happening over there. So the listener is actually ready. Okay, so now the listener is up and running. Only thing is we need to create a stagger. Stagger is a piece of code that execute a payload on the target machine so that we can connect back to the listener. Okay, so this payload function need to generate an agent, and it is also encrypted way kind of thing. So the PowerShell Empire includes several different types of staggers. So malicious script like .bat, HTML, VBS scripts, DLL library, .exe, shellcodes, macros. There are a lot of things out there. So to create a stagger, the command is simple. Use stage stagger and the space. We are going to create a bash script one. So to do that, if you see that already Windows related is coming. So Windows launcher, and I'm going to use bat. This is what I'm going to use it on it. Okay, and let me select this one. So under this one the options are done. So let me go to the options and see what are the other options are there. So if you see that it is basically, you can see whether you want to obfuscate, you can make it through so that you can bypass the defenders and those things as well. And here you have to give the listener. which we created, right? So that we have to give it. End of the day, the output file will comes as a launcher.bat file. Okay. And one more thing we can see is it's basically self deleting. So once the execution is done, it will automatically, this program file will be deleted from the things over there. It's actually a good option for hiding your actions. Okay, so now what we will do is we have to change few configurations to the stagger to work it on it. So now first option, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a listener. So we'll set a listener. So the listener what we have created, same thing, HTTP, that is the one thing. Okay, so I have set it the thing, and also I want to bypass it, so I'm just converting into true from false, so it is, that is actually true. Now let me execute and see. Okay, so now this should create a PowerShell script here. So if you see that this is batch script is ready, so what I'll do is let me copy this one, and I want to move this file to this directory where www.html. So this directory I'm just doing. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm just copying this launcher.bat to this directory so that I can download in my Windows victims machine over there. Okay, so let me enter it. Okay, permission is denied, so I have to click sudo. So let me go to cd where www.html directory, and let me do ls and let me see. Yes, so the launcher.bat is ready. So now what I have to do is I have to launch the service, sudo service apache 2. So let me see the first of all the status. I think it is not running, so let me start it. It's very simple, start. So seems like there is an error message is coming, so let me run this command. Probably sometimes, maybe last time I just started properly, I'm not maybe stopped, or that is also sometimes will happen on it, but probably it will not ask you for promptly for this. Okay, so now it looks like it's again failed to start it over there. Let me pause it, I'll fix this issues and come back on this. So the reason it is not running is already we are using, if you see the listener, it is running on 80. So even the same port number when it is using, it is not actually running. So alternative, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the script Python 3, which is it's already pre-installed in a Kali. So I'm just going to run this HTTP server. So it will be running on 8000 port. So it's easy for me to do it. If you see that it is running on this port number. So even since I'm in the same directory, I can go and navigate and download this one. So let me go to the Windows. Before that, let me understand what is the IP address of this machine. Let me open a new tab and IP if config, because I need to know the IP address. Okay, so this is IP address. Let me copy it and let me go to the Windows machine, open a Edge browser, and let's try me to download HTTP. It's not HTTPS, so it's HTTP colon right click, and let me paste it, followed by 8000 is the port number, enter it, and you can see that it is launching on it. So now I need to launch .bat, that is the program I need to download it. So let me download this one. So the file is actually downloaded. Let me just keep this, since it is a publisher is unknown, so it is actually blocking it, but yeah, so let me keep it. Now what I'll do is let me launch this one. It is all happening because of the publisher name is unknown publisher, so that is what tampering. So probably you can use a signatures, you can use it, and you can bypass this one. So I'm just running away, and the bat is actually executed, and you see that this file is, after executed, is deleted. So if you see that agent is actually there. So it is actually interactive. See, I'm just going to type agent and see that. Okay, so if you see that agent is installed, it this is the agent in id, this is what, and it is running on this machine, and it see that its username and everything is PowerShell is running. So now the agent is actually, we have what we created, it is got connected back. Now it has a some complicated name, right? I don't want this to be named, so let me rename this, name it. So to do that, simple rename, and followed by, I just need to click this one, and I'm renaming it to Windows PC. Okay, so that if when I try again, if you see that it is renamed to Windows PC. So it's easy for me to, because the reason is, if tomorrow I have a lot of doing on it, it's easy for me to which mission is which done. So now I need to interact with it. So to interact is, I need to type a command called interact space and Windows PC. So now I'm in the in the one. So to just give a who am I command, what this will do is, this is send a command to the agent and it try to get the information. So see, it is actually works over there. So now we have successfully got the Windows machine here. If I give system info, so, and good thing about it, you just no need to know about all the commands. It's very simple, easy, right? So even the beginner can do it, all those things. It's already giving all the commands. Once you start typing, it gives the information. So I want to know system information and give that. So this system information command will be sent to the agent, and it is giving all the information. You see that it is what is running on that, what is the version of it, everything is there. So now we are going to perform against this target machine. So we're going to use a PowerShell module. So each module have a specific function. So like such as collecting a browser data, dumping password, exploiting the local vulnerabilities, establishing a persistence, performing reconnaissance, or maybe more moving laterally is over there. So but this tool have a 400 modules for you to use it, which is all written in a PowerShell, Python, and C#. So there are a lot of modules are there. So I'm not going to walk you with each module, but you can start using all those modules. But I'm going to give a one of the modules after we got access. Probably you can use this PowerShell credential dumping. So basically what this will do is, whatever the credentials are stored in the uh, Windows, it's going to try to get it, and it's going to give the informations over there. So I'm going to use this option, PowerShell, invoke this one. So let me set it. So it's basically, it will create a dump credentials and just going to extract it and give me the password, username, and those things. So whatever it is running in the local NTS. So this is a one. There are like a lot of modules. If I start demonstrating each module, it's going to be a lengthy tutorial. So but to give an idea about it, so this is a something like you can go it, and remaining options you can go and explore on yourself, because to keep this, so I'm just setting this module. So once you use this module, you can see that the agent, we have to set an agent. So the agent is simple. We have to, this is the agent, we have to set it over there. Okay, so to do that, set agent, and followed by, we have to give the name of it. So let me copy this one, copy and paste it, or you can give the Windows PC also, it automatically comes over there. Okay, so now again, let me go to the options and see that the agent is actually set it over there. So now what I'll do is execute, and hopefully we will able to get it. So agent not found in ID. So basically, let me interact. So I just done it. It should, yes, that's what I said earlier, right? So I don't have much passwords over there. So that's why I see that nothing is actually founded over there. If something is there, you could have it will be just prompting, and you will be able to see the passwords and everything over there. Since I don't have any NTL hash on the this demo lab environment, so that's why you are unable to see it over there. But you can do a lot of things over there. As I said earlier, it's a most powerful, sophisticated post exploit frameworks. It's a very useful C2 framework for penetration testings and red team engagements. So to dump the credentials, install persistence, and perform lateral movements. So this is very very important. In this chapter I had just talked about how to run the server and how to create a client and how to use, you can create a listener, and how to create a agent and install the agent in the Windows victim machines. Then post that, how this machine, actually this tool, once you got it, you can use a PowerShell's credentials, or you can use the lot of 400, there are 400 modules are there, you can use those modules and you can use interact it over there. So I just showed all the things, and created, executed, and certain, I just performed certain things on the module. And feel free to explore yourself. This is only the taste of red teaming and adversary emulation of this tool. I would encourage you guys to go back and explore for more tools. In case if you have any questions or doubt or something else, feel free to comment below this video. I'm happy to address it over there. Thank you all for joining me today in this exciting session. I hope you found the content informative. If you enjoyed this video, please consider give like to this video and also share your feedback in the comment below. Your feedback is essential for shaping the future of this channel. Ensure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on upcoming videos. Also feel free to share this video with others who might find it interesting. If you have any questions or need further clarification about anything shown in this video, don't hesitate to reach out to me via Discord. And also the link is in the description, so you can use that link, you can join my Telegram and as well the Discord. So feel free to join it over there. Lastly, a big thank you to all my subscribers. Your encouragement keep me motivated to create more valuable content for you. Stay safe, stay curious. See you soon with another interesting video. Bye for now. Take care.